Hello everyone, this is Raji. In this video, let us learn the differences between measures and calculated columns in DAX in Power BI. So, measures and calculated columns both use DAX expressions. You can compute values using calculated columns or using measures. So, in this video, I will explain the difference between a calculated column and a measure. So, when to use which either calculated column or measure. So what is the main difference between the measure and the calculated column? The calculated columns are computed based on data that has been already been loaded into your data model. So when you write a calculated column formula, it is automatically applied to the whole table and evaluated individually for each row. The values in calculated columns are evaluated when you first define them and when we refresh our dataset. Once evaluated, the values are stored in our data model. So, the more the calculated columns, the more the data will, our model will become complex. So, to reduce the consumption of RAM, we use measures. So, a measure is stored in the model as source code, but it is computed only when it is used in the report. So, that is the main difference between calculated column and measure. So, let us see the another difference with an example. So, I have sales data here. Here we have total sales price. Let us create a calculated column. We can create a calculated column by using go to table tools and click on new table. By clicking on new table, sorry, we need to click on new column. So let me cancel that. We have to go to tools. So new column, I want new column, new calculated column. So both this calculated column and measure uses DAX functions only. So I will write the expression as total sales equal to sum of data 1 total sale price. Click enter. So this is the total sales. So let us create another measure for same total sales. New measure. Let me name it as total sale measure equal to sum of data 1 total sale price. Click enter. So this is the newly created measure. So if we go to our report view, so the important difference between measure and calculated column is that measures are evaluated in the filter context of the visual in which they are applied. So the filter context is defined by the filters applied in the report such as row selection. For example, let me take table visual. So I have taken the table visual. I am taking the product class. So we have 4. Let me increase this size. Values. And column headers. Okay. I have taken product class. We have 4 product class: Deluxe, Elite, Premium and Standard. And let me take the total sales. So this total sales is nothing but the calculated column we have just now created. So this is the total sales. And if I have taken the total sales measure, so here we have the correct values. So the filter context here is defined by the filters applied in the report, such as row selection, column selections, report filters and slices applied. Measures are only evaluated at the level of granularity they are plotted at. As calculated columns are computed when you first define them, when you refresh your dataset, they do not have access to filter context. Calculated columns are calculated outside of the filter context and do not depend upon the user interaction in the report. So when you write a calculated column, you need to rely only on the row context. The row context is simply the notion of a current flow. So it specifies which row we are calculating the values for, so that DAX can look at other values in the same row. In a calculated column, the row context is implied. So when you write an expression in calculated column, the expression is evaluated for each row of the table. So the measures implicitly do not have a row context. This is because by default they work at the aggregate level. So you cannot refer to columns directly in a DAX measure. You will get an error because no row context exists. So let us see another example. Let us take country and territory. Now let me take the total sales. For example, let us take product category and total sales and total sales by measure. So this is the value we get. So we have seen how measures and calculated columns can be used to compute values in DAX and Power BI. So this is all about the difference between calculated columns and measures. So this is all about today's video. Thank you.